أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. My phone is like, I don't know what to say, but I've been having trouble with this latest blog, so I'm just gonna try to put it all in this video. What I wanted to say, we are coming up on the summer solstice. Yeah, summertime is quickly approaching, and I'm still studying this. I really, as a Muslim, we're not supposed to get into astrology, but the constellations, studying astronomy, I learned that the constellations are stars which are spaced out in the sky. They're not really close to each other. The stars in the same constellation are not like on the same plane in outer space. They're really like spread out. But I believe that there's truth in the rotation of our sun through the constellations, right? So I don't know if it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point in connecting the stars and saying that they form a certain constellation? You know, what's the point? My thing is the seasons, right? We're entering summer, and that means a difference in the length of day and night. The summer solstice is the longest day of the rotation of the earth around the sun. So I can see that, right? But I don't think the constellations have anything to do with that. You know, it's time, calculation of time. So don't get into astrology or even constellations. Astronomy, I believe, is more for navigational purposes and finding your way, using the stars for direction, also for time. I used to, before I moved, it was, I could tell what time it was by the stars, which is like really phenomenal now that I remember. But I could look at the stars and be like, oh, it's about 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? But that's the only thing that I think, like, studying the astronomy is for direction, navigational purposes, also calculation of time. So, you know, don't get into astrology and, or zodiac or even like Chinese zodiac. I don't think that that is scientific at all. I was researching it a little bit, but I think it's like witchcraft. So yeah, don't get into that. Just be Muslim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad abdu'u wa rasulullah. And we also submit to the will, the divine purpose and will of Allah. And we can enjoy peace and contentment and happiness and luxury, the good things that Allah wants for us, the Aboriginal people of the best planet in the solar system. You know how I know it's the best planet in the solar system? I know because people of other planets come to Earth. It's like people in the South go to New Orleans, because there are things in New Orleans that they don't have. So people on other planets come to Earth and they can enjoy the bounties of our planet. It's so crazy because the media goes into like other planets and people on other planets. I was watching, like, if you look at William Buck Rogers, his clothes is the same as the Stormtrooper. His out from Star Wars. But that was a television show, right? And all these shows that have spaceships, Starship Enterprise and Battlestar Galactica and the Millennium Falcon and even Lilo and 626, even Pokemon. Those are Mogwai, which are like gremlins. They're animal, but just not your typical animals. I don't know if they're from other planet or just a part of the earth that we don't hear about, because in America they tell us nothing. My daughter used to watch Saturday morning cartoons when Lilo and Stitch was a cartoon, and I never paid attention to it. I was like, oh, funny looking little girl, drawn funny, because Hawaiians are beautiful, but her voice, whoever the voice, is Hawaiian, because they're black They just were colonized and um, lost their color. Because that's the first thing a white man does whenever he goes anywhere. But the solstice is coming up, and summer is upon us. You know, go to the beach, go to the mountains, get a skateboard, get a surfboard. Oh, I'm like, okay, look. See a little bee. Let me turn this up. I'm very creative and I like art design and things. So I'm just like, I come up with so many ways to make money. But for me, it's just fun. I like drawing and coloring and creating. So yeah, that's my new thing. Because skating and surfing have traditionally been male-dominated sports. But lately, the girls have shown and proven we can do it too, you know. And I'm like, skating is its own culture, you know. It's like they try to say it's not for girls. Surfing is not for girls. But you go to Venice and this girl's doing the exact same thing that the boys are doing. You look at black surfers and it's black girls surfing better than the guys. I'm serious. The best surfer I've ever seen was a black girl. And it's like, if skating is not for girls, then you will have to say biking is not for girls. Because what's the difference? But anyway, skate, surf, bike, scooter, go outside, go camping. Do not take a cruise. Cruise in Espanol is cross. And that's just a bad word. Anyway, you look at it, it can mean angry, and it's also something to kill. It's used as a murder weapon. Whether you cut it and shape it into a cross and hang somebody on it, or you leave it as a tree and hang somebody on it. Don't cruise. It's just a long way to get where you're going. All cruises do is go to a different destination on a boat, and it takes a long time. It's just a hotel on water. that's it. It would be easier and better for the world to just fly. If you want to go see other parts of the world, fly there. It's quicker, it's better for the environment. You don't have to kill marine life or make them get out of the way. It's safer. I think. I think it's safer. You don't have to worry about getting seasick. People forget about that seasickness. Just get there. And enjoy the planet. This is the best planet. So yeah, I'm like so thankful. I'm reading Oprah magazine, old magazine, and I have kept a diary since I was 8, but I haven't lately for a few years. But I picked up old magazine, and in the back, the inside of the back cover, she has a journal with 5 writing prompts. What am I thankful for? What do I know for sure? What impact did I have today? What impact on the world did I have today? What was stressful for me today? And what was rejuvenating for me today? And I'm forgetting one, but I started to answer those questions, and before I even got to the questions, I had just journaled like 5 pages, and I'm like, woohoo, I'm back. Because these storms, I know you saw it on the news, but these storms, I never seen nothing like that in my life. And I lived in New Orleans. It's crazy because I think people were coming here just to see, which is like crazy. Like people who follow tornadoes and volcanoes. And admittedly, I did want to go see a volcano, but you don't realize the danger. I never knew how dangerous fireworks were until I bought some myself, just because. But in the beginning of March, the beginning of this solar year, the spring equinox, it was those storms. I almost died from food poisoning. The water from the storms up to my knees for 3 days. Then I couldn't walk because my feet were in so much pain. If I didn't have my skateboard, I probably would have died from starvation or not being able to heal my feet. I put some chopped up tea leaves in some butter and rubbed that on my feet like a poultice and just let it sit, and that's what healed my feet. Because I am a traveling person. If my feet are incapacitated, I'm dead. I might as well be dead. But I survived that. Then the police came and put me in jail. And that was the worst experience of my life. I'm thinking in Hawaii, you're going to get pineapples. I didn't get nothing to eat for 3 days. Then I got out, and they put me in jail again. I almost went today. Oh my God. The police came to me today. And this is when he looks kind of black, and people, like Khalid Shakur, somebody who's real political activist. The white man tries to kill you. I've been poisoned how many times? I've been shot. I've been shot at with my son. We were both shot at. I showed him the bullet marks in the wall behind us. He was 3 years old. But if they can't do it that way, they will try to set you up with somebody. Khalid Muhammad liked this sister. She didn't like him. Then all of a sudden she likes him. They get married and he dies. Like right after they get married, he's dead. You know what I mean? So this police officer, I think, I don't know, but anyway, they were trying to take me to jail. And he was like, I'm just gonna give you a citation. And I was like, oh man, I gotta go, I got somewhere to be. Then he grabs my basket and I'm like, man, whatever, come on, I'm gonna give you a citation. And then this other man said I'm trespassing. And he's like, she knows. And I was like, I've never seen you before. And they're like, you're not supposed to go right here, all the way to down there. And then I was like, okay, I didn't know. And then the police officer was like, okay, yeah, you're not supposed to go here. I was like, I got it. And then he's like, wait, you can't go here. I said, I got it. Okay, but hold on. You can't go. Just repeating the same thing over and over like I'm retarded or like he just got, and I know he has a power trip. Police are like that. They want to have authority over you. So, I'm feeling myself getting angry, stop treating me like I'm ignorant, I got it. He just want to hold me, you know what I mean? But I was like, I got it, and I'm walking away, I got it, don't go there, I got it. He's still talking and all that. I'm like, let me just get away while I can. And sometimes you gotta do that, just assert yourself. I was saluting them and everything. I got it, yes, sir. But you can't just repeating the same thing over, and I'm like, police officers have to be the dumbest people on the planet. Dumbest people on the planet. They just blindly follow instructions. They're zombies. No negotiating with them whatsoever. Just zombie going quench. Turn left, turn right, about face, fall in, fall out, fall down. And they just, so I was, using the force to try to get away with my freedom, because this jail here is the worst jail I've ever been in. And I've been in jail in like 3 states: California, Nevada, Louisiana, almost in Georgia, but I didn't go in Georgia. I was able to talk my way out of it. and here. And then here was definitely the worst. Worst, worst, worst. I don't ever want to go back. They had the radio blasting constantly. And I'm like, crazy. But yeah, on a positive note, the summer solstice is on the 21st, and that's the calendar I'm using. Like, look, it's 12 months, okay? Just know that. Why do you have to give it a name? We're in the fourth month. This is the 8th day, the second day of the second week of the fourth month. Simple. You know, you have to go by the moon or anything, because that's how Muslims do, but they lie. You know, white Muslims are as bad as any other white people. That's what I discovered. And they lie about Ramadan. I'm like, this starting to get commercialized and everything. So I'm just like trying to live in peace and be happy and submit to Allah the best way I can, and get some luxury. Use what I've learned for some luxury. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I got the new line, Skate Park Honeys and Skate Park BGs for the children. Baby gangsters and baby girls. Like, that's like a gang thing, but I don't know. Maybe it can mean something else. Skate Park. BGs. Baby girls. And I don't know. Think about it. I don't really have to stand for nothing. Just BGs. But anyway, I'm gonna go. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Always keep Allah first. Wahid.